Hello and good morning, afternoon or evening, everybody, wherever you are in the world. Yes, it is, what day is it today? Is it the 23rd? It's the 23rd, yeah, 23rd of May. It's 10:43 in the morning for me, and I am heading to my local theatre to go watch the Minecraft movie. And James is doing the same as well.
Hello everyone, I'm James from the Innit Podcast. Andy has decided this month what we should be discussing on our podcast is essentially the Minecraft movie now that it is out. I've got my jacket on, there's the door, and I'm about to go and see it. So, let's go! I could just watch it at home.
Got my ticket.
Yep, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. I can't be asked to go all the way to the cinema just to go and watch the film. Where I could easily, for the same amount of money it could take me to drive there, to get parked up, to get food, to get a ticket, to then sit down and all that stuff, I could just watch it from home. So, guess what we're going to do? We're going to watch the Minecraft movie at home. I've got my drinks ready, I've got my snacks ready, and I'm just going to go ahead and watch it. So, let's begin.
Minecraft. Right, so I'm in the theatre now, and I'm very early. I thought it was going to be at 12 when the movie was supposed to start, but it's actually at 12:30. So I'm all alone in the theatre, waiting for it to pop on. So, yeah, I already have a judgment on the movie, even though I haven't seen it yet. And it's kind of me just thinking, like, it's not good from what I've seen on social media. So I'm willing to eat my words, and I'm hoping it's going to be good. So let's see what happens.
Woo!
That was alright. And hello everyone, hello there, welcome to another exciting edition of Games Innit Podcast. I am Podcast. Podcast. The cast of pod. And this is episode 3. Oh my god. Podcast. We're on episode 3 now. How awesome is that? My name is Andy, and I am not alone. I'm joined by my good old partner in crime and bestest buddy in the world, James. I'm pointing there. There we go. He's there.
I don't know which way you point. I don't know whereabouts you are. So, either below me, or below me, or to the right, to the left.
To the left of you. The left.
What, you mean here?
No, the other way.
That's my right.
Oh, that's you. You said left. You said
That's my left. That's my right.
Yeah,
We're doing stage
but
left
then you
right.
went that way. You went right, and then you went to your right, and you said left. I'm like, oh.
Probably because the camera switched. That may be the reason.
That might be the reason. So I'm right. Look left. You're right.
There we go.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Well,
Let's
that
start
was
the
fun.
stream.
Yeah. James, how the devil are you, sir?
I'm currently
yes,
dying
there's
at
your
the
answer.
moment.
Yeah, there you go. There's your answer. Thank you very much.
Anyways, I am currently dying at the moment, but I have made the effort, ladies and gentlemen, to come out here and see all you beautiful people. I can't actually physically see you, but I can know that you're there with the warmth and the grace that you're giving me. Time for that. Not really too much. Just been sitting around. Built a shed last week, and I am still knackered from that.
Built a shed?
Yeah.
You're definitely in the marriage life now.
My DIY skills are through the roof. Seriously, it was like here. It was literally right there. And now ever since I've been married, it's like, whoop!
It's just something about getting married, isn't it? It's
It
like
really
your
is.
a bloke's DIY skills just surge.
Because you are now the adultier adult.
The adult. I need an adult. I am an adult.
I'm an adult.
I need an
I need an
adultier
adult.
And that's what you are.
Yeah, that's what I have to be now, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well.
aside from that, work's been okay. I've, like I said, just recovering slowly, and that's about it, really. Nothing too special. I'm also still in the process of doing my new courses online.
Excellent. How's
Get
that been
myself
going?
better. Good. I'm now 50% through the first half of the course. But that's taken ages. So hopefully
brilliant.
I get through the second half a lot quicker, do my exam, and then hopefully I'll be A+ qualified. So actually, no. When it comes to computer stuff, I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
As you said in the past, you can get paid to say, have you tried turning it off and on again?
And you'd be surprised how often that bloody works.
I know. It's like I'm not qualified, but you know, I'm an unprofessional professional. Well, not really. There's some bits where I look and I'm like, oh yeah, just do this. Doesn't work, and I'm like, well, I'm fuck.
No, it's
Time to
simple.
call
You
in the
go-
experts.
No, yeah, exactly. You go, right, I know exactly how to fix this, but I need you to leave. Don't worry though, I shall find out immediately what it is. Are they gone? Okay, Google, how the hell do you fix this issue? Or worst case scenario, ChatGPT, how do you fix this issue?
There you go. When in doubt, you call ChatGPT.
I suppose it's going to take over. It's one of these days going to take over Google as the most searched engine on how to fix stuff.
Well, that's the thing. Since ChatGPT, we've had a spike in so many people that are qualified IT support people.
Well,
Not because that they actually got qualifications from college and universities. No, it's because that I know how to fix this. How do I fix this?
And you can put it as well to the stuff that you want to. So in very brief summary, tell me how to fix this, and it goes right. You're an idiot. Here's how you fix it, and this gives you a list. Have you tried this, that, this, that, this, that? Yes. Okay. Well, have you tried this, that, this, that, this, that? No. Haha! Try that and get back to us.
Yeah. It's exactly that. Well, that's good. That's good for you, being busy and all that.
And how about yourself, good sir? How the devil have you been? And what have you been up to as well? Let us know.
I've been a busy bee. In terms of gaming. I've been very busy. I was doing all right. I had family over. I had my granddad come over for a week and a half. That was fun.
Oh, brilliant.
Got to show him. Yeah, I got to show him around a few spots of the city, and yeah, he had a great time. It was great just be able to bond with him. I haven't really been able to bond with him forever actually because of he's just been busy with life and just a lot of things. But he's in his 80s now, so now he's just you know what, I want to come visit you. I went, okay, so this was our actually first official time that we actually got to bond and actually got to enjoy each other's company and have a laugh, and that it was great. So
That's
I felt
awesome.
we've built a stronger connection now, which is amazing. That was nice. And then had a friend come over as well, got to show him around parts of the city. We went to some game stores actually. There's a couple of game stores that are where I'm at. And then we drove up to Edmonton because there's a place called, I'm going to shout them out because, if you're in Canada and you're listening and you want to get, say, modifications done, this isn't a sponsor or anything like that. This is just me just publicly shouting out this company, Video Game Traders, based out in Edmonton. If you want any of your classic consoles or next gen consoles fixed, if you need modifications done on your classic consoles, Video Game Traders is the place for you. I actually went there like in December and got I'm just looking at them now, my N64 and Dreamcast modified for HDMI. So nice. Yeah, and they work, and they're tremendous. It's tremendous. It's great. And we went to some video game stores in the city that I'm in. I bought a crap ton of games, mostly FIFA. I bought classic FIFA games, which was very good. So I've been playing FIFA 06 and shouting at the game, thinking, why the hell is this not working? I'm like, oh, wait, yeah, it didn't come out. This feature didn't come out until like FIFA 20. Like, why is this not working? Oh, wait, yeah, I forgot. Still having fun with it. But yeah, we also went to Edmonton, and I went to Video Game Repairs again, and I've given them my original Xbox, and I actually bought myself a Game Boy Advance. Because I'm getting a HDMI mod installed on the Xbox, and then they're putting a HDMI mod in my Game Boy Advance, so I can plug and play on my TV. So, which is pretty cool.
That does sound pretty damn good, actually.
Yeah. So expect maybe sometime when I'm streaming, maybe Game Boy Advance games will be streamed on original hardware, which will be pretty sick. But yeah, so definitely. Not only you don't have to be in the Edmonton area or the Alberta area in order to get, your consoles modified. You can send them out to them via the mail. So you can send your consoles out to them via mail. They can fix them up. They'll send them back to you. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. They can go anywhere across Canada. So Video Game Repairs, go check them out. I think it's Video Game Repairs or vgrepairs.ca. Check them out. We'll put the website down here.
Ooh, like this.
Below, so you could check them out, and 5 stars from me. So
just don't bring in your Switch 2 because Nintendo will brick it.
Yeah, I've heard that story. I mean, we're not supposed to be. We're talking about another thing, but we'll just quickly mention. Yeah, don't be homebrewing your Switch 2 for the love of God.
No, don't find out you're homebrewing it because they will brick it very quickly, very fast.
Yep. So whatever you do,
you'll be then using it forever as your own personal paperweight.
Man, could you imagine £500 paperweight? Oh, fantastic!
Fuck that shit. If I buy a console, that should be mine. That's what I'm saying. It should be mine.
I agree. Just for anyone that, is planning to homebrew, that homebrews past Nintendo consoles and post them up on, YouTube or social media, maybe hold off doing it straight away for the Switch 2. Just enjoy the Switch 2. And then hopefully give it like a few years, and then hopefully Nintendo won't know. And then you should be good. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, hope. But I'm not hope for that.
Yeah, hope, pretty much. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I've been pretty much, getting consoles modified again and building up my collection. Actually, also, I have to show you. I haven't showed you. I think you'll like this.
Has he just left during the stream?
This is the latest bought. This is the latest purchase I got. When I saw it on a video game news article website called Time Extension. Like that, because time crisis, time extension, very good. And I saw this was a thing, the Atari 7800 Plus. It is a HD console for Atari 7800. They're actually making brand new Atari 7800 games for this. Not only that, you can actually play classic Atari 7800 games as well as Atari 2600 games, like back in the 70s and 80s. You can play it on this console.
Question:
it's HD. Yeah.
Does that mean you can play ET on that?
You most probably can play ET on this.
That quarry ditch is about to get dug up.
Yeah, it's already been dug up.
Oh, it has, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it got dug up like decades ago, mate.
I'm sure there's still some games in there.
Oh yeah. I mean, I might have to find a copy of ET and then try and test it on here. There is a thing where it says like you have to go on their website to try it to check to see what games are compatible with the 2600.
Yeah.
But I mean, if that is the case, there is a 2600 plus. There's this console for the Atari 2600 where it will play all the 2600 games in HD. And also, as I said, they're making new games like this. Bentley Bears Crystal Quest. This is a brand new game. The brand new game for the 7800. So they're literally making brand new games for the console. I'm like, that is freaking wild. So yeah, I'm.
It was decades since the console came out. They're still making games for it.
Yeah, yeah. They made a HD version, and now they're making more games for it. It's like, all right. You've got my money. You've got my money. It was only like for me, it was only like $180.
That's pretty damn good.
That's a bargain. That is. So yeah, if you're into game collecting and stuff, and you want to play your retro games as well, there you go. You can buy yourself an Atari 7800. You can keep it for collection, and then just use this to play the games. I mean, that's what I'm going to do. There's oh my god, there was in one of the gaming stores. They had like a really old Atari console, like very old, and I was like, that was going for like $400. I was like, oh my god! I'm like, this place is called Video Game Traders, and it is literally like probably like an hour and a half. It's like a 10-minute drive for me. If I want to walk, maybe it's like an hour and a half, which I don't mind doing that. But oh my god, it's huge with all the games. And then I saw that they called it the Sega Power Console. It has the Sega Mega Drive Genesis. It has a Mega CD, and it has a Sega 32X. It has all the three major consoles for the Mega Drive Genesis all connected. Guess how much it was? Guess how much they were selling it for?
I'm gonna say
and this is vintage consoles, vintage Sega.
£1,000.
Cheaper in pound sterling.
Oh, fair enough. Let's say £500.
Yeah, I think roughly round about there. In Canadian, it's about, well, I think it's probably a little bit more, but in Canadian, it is $800.
Well, in that case, then, give me a quick second.
I think that's round about like 600 something pounds or 700, round about that mark.
Let's have a quick look. See, $80 what? 800. So for $800, it is worth £249 and 49 pence.
400. Really? For $800?
Yep. For $800.
$800 Canadian, $429. Jesus Christ! Okay.
So 429 quid. It is in England.
Wow.
In King Sterling.
Yeah, that's almost half. Christ.
How bad is your currency at the moment?
I got told that the Canadian dollar was soaring, like the currency that it was going up. I was like, oh, cool. After getting told when we said we're going to be the energy superpower, and then all of a sudden the Canadian dollar went up. What's going on?
So Great British pounds,
54 pence to the dollar. Oh my Christ! Okay, well, so much for that then. Yay!
Yay! How money's still worth it?
Yay! We Canadians love to get screwed when it comes to currency conversion. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. But anyway, that's been how I've been since the last episode. So
excellent. Have you completed any more games or played new games or played old games?
Oh, I have played a new game. And I want to thank the developers, Team Stargazers, for giving me a chance to play their game before it got released. Orioli, Wings of Hope, which is a cross. They say it's a cross between Sonic and Celeste. And I have to say, it's actually really good. The story's very funny. The gameplay actually is very enjoyable. I didn't know I was going to get competitive. I was like, oh, this is just like a fun little pretty much you're playing as like an angel. This demon has risen up to heaven and has taken over all of heaven. Yes, please. Yes, please. If that is real, yes, please. They call him a buff demon. He's like a buff. He's like literally just like big muscular and that. So I'm just like, oh yes, a few people will probably like this character. Kills a majority of all the angels. Your angel that you play as, of course you survive, but you get the halo, and the halo has an angel that's passed away. They want to go back up because they want to have a ceremony before they completely disappear. They need to have a ceremony. And so what your goal is, you're at the bottom, you're like pretty much on like Earth, your goal is to go back up to heaven. So you're going through all these worlds to try and get there. So what you do is you throw the halo, and you're speeding, you do like a spin dash thing with the halo to go fast. You can make it do like jumps, but you have 3 jumps, and then if you don't, if you fall down a pit and all that, you have to go back to the previous checkpoint that you make. And it's pretty much a case of you have to go from A to B very quickly. So, and first level, and I'm doing it, and then I realize that, oh my god, there's a leaderboard. There's a leaderboard. I played the game on stream, and I think for like an hour and a half to 2 hours, I was stuck on the first level because I wanted to get first place.
Of course you did.
Yeah, of course I did. So I'm like, there's only a few people that have played this game. It's like, if I can get first before it gets released, I'll be happy.
Did you?
I actually did on World 2 Level 1. World 2 Level 1 on my last stream before I ended. I actually got first place. Fantastic. I haven't played the game since because I've been. Oh, thank you.
And how long did that last?
Well, I don't know. That's the thing.
You haven't actually checked since.
I haven't been on my gaming PC for like a couple of weeks because I've just been so busy. So, I mean, I could turn it on and have a look if you want.
No. You don't need to do that at all, mate. I'm doing it right now. I'm having a look. What's it called?
Can you actually do that? Hang on, I'm curious now. Aureole, Aureole.
Sorry,
Wings.
what was that?
Aureole, Aure.
Aure. Ole.
Wings of Hope. I don't even know if they're gonna have the leaderboards on here or not. I think it's in the game. Like, if you play the game, you'll get it. That's why I'm kind of just thinking, should I just turn on the game and just have a look see?
Well, I'll have a look at this.
Turn into the fastest Halo ever. Join Ramilla and Ryla on their crusade to reclaim their home from demonic forces in this unique physics-based platformer. Rated PG-13.
So top scores for Wings of Hope. This is the true achievements. This is not what I'm looking for.
Oh. I was getting excited. I was like, wait.
Yeah, man. Leaderboard. Speedrun.
Not going to be on speedrun.com. It's going to be in the game, mate.
In that case, then, probably not then.
I'll turn on my PC.
Very well. We'll have a check on that, and then we'll get back. We'll get back to the audience when we find out what's going on.
Yeah, I'm just going to go and have a look as we speak. But yes, again, I'm going to put the name of the game at the bottom of the screen. Aureole Wings of Hope. I was given a Steam key, and the developers were like, could you please stream this? And I'm like, absolutely, I would. I actually had the one of the artists came into one of my streams for the game, and I was playing through one level, and they're like, I gotta go get dinner, I'll be right back. I went, okay. It's like an hour and a half, and they're like, you're still at it? I went, I know, I'm sorry, I get competitive. And they thought it was hilarious. So they actually were like, I hope you get first. I went, thank you. And I did. So, which was great. Oh, dearie me. But yes, like honestly, that is a really fun game. I'm not saying that just because I got given a Steam key for it. It's honestly an absolute it's enjoyable. I'm enjoying it. Like if I'm playing the game and I'm focusing, just to get competitive and try and win the leaderboard, you've got me because if I didn't find it enjoyable, then I wouldn't be doing that. So yeah, a very, very good game. Even though I'm on World 2, Level 1. But hey, I'm having fun. So go check it out.
You got first place in one of the levels, so at least you can say it was worth the time and effort.
Absolutely, 100%. What about you, James? Before we dive into our main topic, because I know that's what a lot of people, or the people that are listening, are wanting us to discuss about. But hey, we're talking about other things because that's just how we roll. Have you been playing any new games recently, or?
No, actually, I've been reverting back to some previous ones. I managed to finally get my PS1 emulator working on my Steam Deck. So I've been having a look at that, and I managed to get Ape Escape back on there, as well as Harry Potter 1 for the PS1. With PS1 Hagrid. So I've literally I've spent the whole of today and yesterday essentially playing that game to try and 100% it again. Which I did, surprisingly, even though I did miss out on one item, I still 100% the game.
Nice. Very good.
I don't know how that works. I don't know how that was possible, because technically 100% means you complete everything, but I hadn't. I hadn't got the last upgrade, but it still counts at 100%. I don't know.
And just to confirm and make sure, this is Harry Potter 1 for the PS1, right? PS1
100%. It is this right here. It is this one right there, where he's riding on the broom going, and
that's emulated, right?
That's emulated, yeah.
Okay, good, because I just want to say fuck J.K. Rowling.
Roger. This is before the whole thing happened. But that was one of the first Harry Potter games I played. I loved it, and I loved playing the PS1 version. Then I got Chamber of Secrets for the PS2, and then carried on until the Goblet of Fire, and that just ruined it for me because it was completely separation from like the Hogwarts exploration I loved.
Mm-hmm.
And then Goblet of Fire just ruined that completely. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to play this anymore. And then just stopped playing it after that. It was good. It was good fun. I actually enjoyed it. And playing the old games. Played a wee bit of some Nautica, because I'm trying to get myself ready for when some Nautica 2 comes out eventually. Probably won't be till next year, but I'm so looking forward to it.
Hey. Nautica 2, gotta love it.
And I'm also trying to save money up because I want to get myself a Switch 2.
Of course, as we all do. Yay! Yeah. Switch 2, baby. Even though, we're gonna be waiting for a very, very long time. Maybe. I mean, I'm gonna give it like a year or two before I plan to get one.
Right. I thought you meant as in we're gonna have to wait a very, very long time to get it. As I say, Andy, it's coming out next week.
Not like not.
At time of recording, it's coming out next week.
Well, yeah, I know that. I mean, for both of us, because we're not going to get one straight away. I mean, are you still thinking about getting one straight away?
I'll probably give it a few months, just so that I can sort out the kinks and bugs out of it first.
That's fair. Right, I've found it.
And drum roll, please.
So my time was 42.26 seconds.
Yep.
And that was what got first place. I'm now in 5th.
I mean, top 10's not bad. Top 5 is not too bad.
Yeah, top 5's fine. Dr. Yivin. Dr. Yivin, I'm going to give you a round of applause, is now first at 35.67 seconds.
35.
Goddamn. 35.
Hang on. Because you'll be doing the editing for this. So, this is Andy's time right here. And this is the new time right here. So, how much of a difference is that?
Well, 42 with 35.
It's almost not 42.
It's over 7 seconds.
He's knocked off 7 seconds off your time.
He's knocked off 7 seconds. Yeah, pretty much.
Buddy, sugar. That's what 7 seconds always makes a difference.
I'm not gonna reply to that.
Yeah, please don't. We need to move on. That's our cue to move on.
Yep. I'm gonna turn this off for now, and there you go. So looks like I've got competition. Because am I gonna try and get that first place? Probably, yeah. Because why the hell not? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to continue on with the rest of the game. I think I'm gonna stop being competitive. I'm just gonna focus on getting getting. Shut up. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna focus on, completing the game, and then I'm gonna be competitive. I think that's gonna be the plan. Otherwise, I'm gonna get the developers coming in and be like, "Yeah, we hear that you're playing through this game. You're not going through the story because you're too busy trying to get first on some of the levels."
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm having fun.
Absolutely, mate. You will get this. You will get this done.
God damn you.
Love you, babes.
Yeah. Sure thing. But also, just to let you know that I will be, next time I play it, I'll be giving away a copy of the game. So yes, that's probably going to be, all goes well, maybe next Monday. But the time of recording, because we are recording
the time this comes out, it's already gone.
The time this comes out. Hopefully when this comes out, it's coming out on May 31st. So the final day of the month. We are... But if you listen to this before June 2nd...
Wait.
There you go. It's coming out on May 31st. Yes.
May 31st is Sunday, not Monday. No,
Saturday, mate.
Saturday, yeah. You said you're taking this out Monday. May 31st.
Yeah, I'm going to be streaming the game again on Monday.
Right. Okay. Never mind. That makes more sense now.
Fair enough.
Well,
it's okay.
This part out. It's good.
No, I'm keeping it in. Yeah. So when this comes out, 31st of May, hopefully, I'm going to be working super hard to get this edited. June 2nd, Monday, I'm going to be playing this. We're going to be giving away a copy of the game. If you want to win it, come by to the stream. If you want to, twitch.tv/JustSomeAndy. There's my shield. There's my plug. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I can just see you just like, what are we doing?
What's going on?
What's going on? What are we doing next? We're going to talk about what we're here to talk about.
Yep, so, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who have been living on the rock for the past month or so, a new movie came out. A new video game movie, in fact. Based off the very popular game by Mojang. It is, of course, a Minecraft movie. At long last, it's finally been released. Oh wait, I'm doing all of this because I know he has got to do a lot of editing. So the more I do this, the more I say something here, he's got to edit it.
You are an arsehole. I wish I never said anything now because you're just going to make my life so hard.
Yes.
To everyone listening to the audio version, you're fine. That's going to be fine. The video version is what's going to drive me insane.
Yeah. Oh, well. So, basically what happened was, so me and Andy decided that we would go and actually see the movie ourselves, just to get our own impressions, feel how we feel about it, and how it compares to other video game adaptations. We both come back with quite contrasting, in fact, actually, no, I say contrasting, we don't even know yet, because this is the first time we're actually going to discuss it. So, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to open up the floor.
Please do.
So, to Mr. Andy himself, tell me, what did you think of the movie?
So I was walking into it, honestly thinking that it was going to be absolute hot garbage. From what I've been told, from the scenes that I saw, and from the stuff that was going on in the theaters, with the likes of Chicken Jockey, whoa, and everyone just freaking the hell out, and then also having some kid actually holding a chicken, an actual I don't know if you saw that. Somebody in the theater, group of kids, of course, did the same thing, throw popcorn and freaked out. Someone got, I think, a buddy got someone on their shoulders. He was wearing a creeper mask and he was holding a live chicken. Like, literally, the chicken was flapping and everything. And it was like, how the hell did you get a chicken in the theater?
Specifically, ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman right here. Gentleman, male, female, I don't know. But they're wearing a creeper mask. We have no idea. But very good question. And I'm pretty sure you can probably see in the picture right now. How did he sneak a chicken in?
How did he sneak a chicken?
Fuckers are loud. How did he sneak it in?
How did they sneak it in?
Anything to declare? Nope. Oh, it's just my chicken impression, that's all. I went to KFC. Like, someone must have seen this man with a chicken walk in and go, that looks weirdly suspicious.
I mean, it's America. It's America. Everything's weird, apparently. Everyone's just like, this is the USA. You can bring a chicken into a theater. Who knew, right? And I thought...
I knew. I didn't know.
I thought... Remember this? I thought back in the day that going into a Tesco's and getting a Tesco meal deal with a sandwich, packet of crisps, and a drink would get you in trouble. I was scared about bringing that in, but bringing in a chicken? God, what are we do? What did we do wrong? What did we do wrong, James, when we were that age?
We weren't good at hiding stuff, I assume. Because
apparently.
Again, I reiterate this. He hid a whole chicken and got it inside the cinema. And he got quiet the entire time up until that point of Chicken Jockey.
I don't know. I'd like... these bloody young'uns. Sorry, I'm after you.
Yeah, so he must be a chicken farmer. That's the only way I can think of how he managed to keep that chicken quiet and you had to take care of it.
He's a child of a chicken farmer there.
Must be. 100%. That's my theory.
I'm just like, these bloody young'uns. I'm going into my millennial boomer phase, like, these bloody zoomers. I say that. Hats off to them. Hats off.
Fair.
Like,
we'll give you credit. We'll give you credit's due.
We'll give you your credit. Yeah, round of applause for that. I'm just like, they must have been playing Skyrim a whole ton in order to do that. Get their sneak up to like 99 or something.
They're basically in the shadows, just.
So you can't. Excuse me. You can't be bringing that chicken. Where'd he go?
Oh, did he just turn away, wait for the guard, just go, who's there? And then little exclamation mark, and then it slowly goes down. Just go, must have been the wind.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the things I never understood in games, though. It goes, hold, I heard something. I guess it must have been the wind. Not really, of course, noticing his friend is dead below him. He's like, nothing weird about that. And then he goes back.
Da-da-da. Yeah.
It's like, dude, this is why you don't deserve your job, honestly.
Although, to be fair, though, if it was both of us and I was the one that was dead and you were there, you'd just be like, eh.
No, I wouldn't know. I'd look at you and just go like, in fact, actually, I'm going to do this for reals.
Are you going to do this for reals?
I'm going to be going there. I'll be there going, Annie, poof. Annie, poof, poof. Stab. Well, I'll get this pay packet. This pay packet's mine. Because generally, I would have gone past with a sword and just been like, saw the guy dead on the floor. I would have just gone, nope, I'm not getting paid enough for this shit. Bob, you're on your own.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
And for the ninja, the shadow, whoever he is, his office is 10 floors up. It's on the third floor. It's the third door on the right. Password is dumbass. Okay, cool. See ya. Dumbass. I just walked out there like fucking John Wick.
God damn. Wow. Okay. Cool. Thanks. Appreciate you for taking my bloody pay packet if I have to get perished by.
If you die, I might as well get some money out of it.
Wow, okay. You heard it here first, everyone. Thanks a bunch.
Everybody would agree with me. Don't feel horrible. You would have done the same thing in my position.
Yeah, you're right. I would have done the same
Exactly.
thing in your position. Yeah, I would actually. True. But yeah, so seeing. I mean, I saw clips and I was like, "Oh my god, what the hell is this? This seems cringe," and just seeing like clips on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, just seeing like teenagers, kids just freaking the hell out when Jack Black goes, "I am Steve." Yeah, it's like Flint and Steel. Yeah, it's like, what the hell's going on? It's like, what? And like just seeing all this. So like, yeah, I know you stayed at home to watch it. That's fair.
I did the smart thing.
You did the smart thing. Hey, when I was it was just me and probably a young child. I don't like young child with their grandmother.
Okay, good. Carry on.
That was who I honestly, that kid was well behaved. I'm like, thank God.
Good kid. Well done. Well done him.
Yeah. He's gonna grow. They're gonna grow up to be a fine individual in society.
Citizen.
In society. So yes, good job, Gran. Good job, Gran. Yeah, it was just me and just a grandmother with a child, and I was like, okay, cool. I honestly thought I was going to be on my own, and I think this is why I was kind of umming and ahhing about wanting to watch it or not, but then I thought, this will make for an episode for the show, so I was like, well, why not? And I don't have Netflix or HBO Plus or Disney Plus or whatever the hell, so.
Literally, you missed out. You literally lasted everything apart from what it was actually on.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
I did on HBO and NSBC and Disney. It was Amazon.
Oh, right. Yeah, I do have Amazon, actually. I do have Amazon Prime Video. I do have Amazon Prime Video, actually. Yeah, fair. But, no, everyone, I'm just going to say something, because what James did was the wrong thing. What I did was the right thing. You want to know what? You want to know why?
Go on then.
Support your local movie theaters. Support them. I get it with video streaming and that. Like nowadays, it's so easy to just, I could watch this at the theater or I could just watch it on Netflix. It's like, yeah, that's all well and good. But the nostalgia of just going to a theater, grabbing a popcorn, grabbing a hot dog, grabbing a drink, and just sitting there and just watch. So it's just a means of social entertainment. Yeah, okay, I went on my own because I'm a sad bastard, but I mean, going out with friends to go watch a movie, it's social entertainment, and it's something that I feel like maybe in a couple years we're gonna lose completely. So even though I went to a Cineplex, which is it's a nationwide like Odeon or View in the UK, but there are places in cities or in towns that are local movie theaters, and I just want to say please support your local movie theaters. Please just don't let them go. It's nostalgia. Remember when we were kids and we all went to go watch Shrek 1 in the theaters? That was a great time. Don't let that go to waste. There, I had my rant.
I don't think I ever watched Shrek 1 in the cinema. I think I watched it on DVD. Also, I understand completely. You are right. We should support our local cinema. 100% do agree with that. However, I should point out right now that for the price of my fuel, getting there or driving half an hour away to my nearest cinema, to then park up, to then go to the cinema, to then buy my ticket, to then give us some popcorn, to then give us a drink, to then walk to the cinema, feeding, to then sit my ass down To then watch the movie. To then stand up afterwards. To then go to the toilet. To then walk back to my car. To then pay my parking ticket. To then drive my car all the way back home. To then get home. To then make the video you see in front of you. And for the price of all of that, costs much more than just renting the damn thing and watching it at home. Also, the fact that I didn't have to worry about anyone going, chicken jockey, woo, splash. Generally, I was tempted to bring an umbrella just in case I end up with the assholes and just have it ready, just like, what am I an umbrella for? You'll see. And when it goes, chicken jockey, why? Splash! Ah, fuck you!
You want to know what you could do, to save money?
Yep.
You could walk to taken the ferry where you live. You could have hopped on a bus, you could have catched the ferry, and you could have walked to the cinema, which is cheaper than driving.
The bus is expensive, and I don't like sitting on it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the bus is expensive, and I don't like people.
There's that too, yes.
There's that as well. Yeah.
Whereas I can just sit down my home. I have my drinks. I have my phone food, which I didn't pay extra for. Have good TV in front of me, and just watch it. And then my wife came home just as I was watching it. I'm gonna pause it and speak to her and make sure that she was okay and her day was going well. Let's get back into the movie.
Fair enough.
Because I'm a people person. Because I do like certain people. Other people could just sort off, but certain people I will make time for.
Because that is one of those people, me.
You're on the fence at the moment, 50-50.
Oh, okay.
Mostly because you're my best friend. You're my best friend. I love you, and you are pretty much my clone and one of my best men at my wedding. On the other hand, you're a traitor because you went to Canada. But you're my best man. I'm a traitor.
Yeah, I'm a traitor. You say that because deep down you're jealous because I got out of that shit state of a country.
I mean, I couldn't really, could I?
No, you couldn't. So you were just like, goodbye, you asshole.
Goodbye. How dare you not take me? Is he gone? I'm like, fuck for that. I shall keep drinking my cups of teas.
Is when you were like, is he gone? Thank fuck for that. I'm like, yeah, that's how everyone else feels about me whenever I leave a room.
Nah, of course I don't, mate. I do miss you.
I'll miss you too.
Oh,
Anyway, I'm sure there's people who are just like, what the fuck's going on? Talk about Minecraft.
Point, yeah.
Get to the point. Get on with it. Yes, get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Get on with it.
Get on with it. What were we talking about? Right, yeah, we were talking about support local theatres, but
and
then that, yeah.
Go back.
Go back. Yeah, so all I had to go from was like just seeing parts were not so great, and then also the reactions of people just freaking out because of certain things. So as probably some of you may have all known, spoiler warning. Spoiler. I should put that out there. But I don't think anyone's really gonna. I don't think a lot of people are gonna watch the Minecraft. I mean, people that are probably listening to this have already seen it, and there's going to be people that have probably not seen it that probably don't care and just like, yeah, just talk about it. So it's like, okay, but just in case, we're going to be talking about the whole movie bit by bit, just parts that we liked or we remember, and go from there. The beginning I thought was, I honestly thought to myself, oh, this is here we go. Like, I thought it was cringe. Like, I honestly thought like, oh, no, this is gonna suck. It's just like, this is me. I'm Steve, and now I'm a salesperson for doorknobs. It's like, what the fuck? when they made him like that. It's just like, get scared by the miner, who's like, get out of here, as Steve was a kid, and then he's like, now I just work as a salesperson for doorknobs. It's like, what? And then all of a sudden he has like this thing, like this, he has his lunch, and what does he do? He just plays with his food, and then you just see Jack Black just go, oh, he's got this idea, and he's building the mine entrance to with his food. I'm like, this is weird. I'm like, I felt very uncomfortable seeing that and just seeing Jack Black's facial expressions with that. I was like, oh, this is what the level of the movie's gonna be. And then it's just Jack Black versus the miner again, but then Jack Black's like, side swoop, I win, and then goes. I'm like, oh dear. And I honestly thought, seeing that, it was gonna be like, oh, this is just how the movie's gonna be. And I have to admit, there were some parts like Dennis the wolf. I thought Dennis was great. I love Dennis. Dennis is a good boy.
This is a very good boy.
God damn, there was one part which we'll go into later that almost got me to cry. I was like, don't you Here's the thing. I only cry while watching movies when I know they're good. And that almost got me. Not because the movie was good, but because the what Jack Black did, and I'm like, you motherfucker. I'm like, do not make me cry to the freaking Minecraft movie. And then, oh my god. And yeah, as the movie like progressed through, you got to see the other, characters. You get to meet like, Henry and Natalie, who are moving to, and it's all in Idaho. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot Idaho exists when that's and then I think the one thing I did like was Garrett, was Jason Momoa's character. I'm not a big fan of Jason Momoa, honestly. I was kind of just like, not really not really, not my favorite actor, is what I'm gonna say. But he did go. I thought Jason was pretty funny in some parts, as he was the garbage man. I thought that, I was like, okay, when they were bringing that out, I was kind of thinking like, okay, this is kind of funny. When he was, and he owns a video game store. I went, okay, I could get by that. That's pretty cool.
That is a dream for us gamers.
I know the dream to like own a video game store. Oh my god, that would be amazing. So it's like at the start it was kind of cringy, but then as it was getting into like the story and getting to know some of the characters before we get into, going to the overworld. Is it the overworld? I forget.
It's the overworld, yeah.
The overworld, yeah. Going to the overworld. I thought, the one thing I have to say. I'm sorry. I'll make sure that you can talk as well. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking forever, James. I apologize.
That's fair.
The one thing that I feel like from when they start, when you get introduced with all the other characters, not Jack Black, not Steve, but it's the other characters. I feel like from then to when they get to the overworld, when the actual Minecraft stuff begins, I felt like it was very rushed. I felt like the whole story from there to there, they were trying to like introduce all the characters so you can get a feel for them, but they did it so quickly where it was kind of just like, I can't really get a feel for them like until it goes into the Minecraft stuff. So it was kind of like if they just gave it a little bit more time. If they gave it a little bit more time for just to introduce the characters so we can get to know them a little bit more, then I feel like, the movie would probably, I don't know, would I say better? I don't know. Like, if I'm honest, it's like, is the movie great? Not really. Is it you know, is it absolute amazing video game cinema? No. But is it entertaining? For me, I thought it was entertaining. You know, it's like, it's not the greatest movie, but, you know, just to sit there, watch, and have a laugh. Yeah, I think it's great for that. It's not going to win any awards, but, you know, it literally, if you just need to just watch something for like a couple hours just to, you know, turn off your brain, it's a good movie for that. But yeah, I feel like the beginning part with Jack Black was very cringy. When it gets to lowering the other characters, it was great. When I found out what Garrett was, when they said he was like a video game world champion, 1989, he's the garbage man, and, you know, building in that character, I like Garrett. Garrett was, because I was kind of, when I saw Jason Momoa in the clips and stuff, I was like, what the hell? Who is he supposed to be? Like, this is weird. But then as you watch the movie, you're like, okay, I kind of get it now. I kind of understand. You know, he's a washed up celebrity because he was a video game champion back in the day, and yeah, there's a lot more things I want to go over, but yeah, honestly, I feel like them introducing all the characters felt like it was a bit rushed, and I felt if they gave more time to just, you know, so we can get to know the characters a little bit more, I feel like it would be a little bit better for me, honestly. They shouldn't have rushed the whole beginning to when they all go into the overworld. That's just me. James, finally, your turn. How did you feel it started?
So, I actually disagree with you, because I think the whole thing, you're right, they rushed the beginning bit. But then again, I think it's because they're not catering it for adults, they're not catering it for children, like a children's movie. They're catering it for the Minecraft fans. The Minecraft fans are there to watch the movie. That's all they're doing today. They want to see all the references, everything they remember of Minecraft, and all of that. And I feel like the more they try to use the beginning part of it, the more the people will be like, well, I don't care about any of these characters, can I just get to the Minecraft bit? Which, to be fair, for me, would make a lot of sense. I think that's why they kind of rushed it. I liked the idea of Jack Black being Steve. I think he's brilliant. I think he's a bit over the top. But then again, you see the rest of the script, and you realise that Jack Black read this script. Jason Momoa read this script way before they even said, I'll do it. They didn't just say, I'll do it, then got the script and be like, ah, shit. These guys read the script. These guys knew what they were getting into and how the whole movie was supposed to be like. And they still went for it. And you know what? I'll give Jason Momoa credit. Because he's not one of these people like Jason Statham, The Rock, Vin Diesel, for example. It's not one of those people who are, oh, I need to be rough and tough and man, all of this stuff, and I need to show my coolness and everything else. Jason Momoa is basically going, I get to wear a pink top, I get to go around and act like I'm in a video game, and I get to kill stuff and be scared all the time. Fuck it, let's go for it. And I'll give him respect for that, because nobody else, I think, like that sort of beefcake sort of person would have gone for it. I really did. What I didn't like at the beginning was Natalie and Henry's reason for coming to Idaho. They're literally driving the car going, well, it was Mum's will that we had to come to Idaho.
Oh, yeah.
No! Neither of you two are questioning why you want to go to Idaho. Or why was it your mum idea? Because they went, well... And it showed the picture of the mum as well. It'd be like, it's what you would have wanted. Why? What's so special
Idaho?
about Idaho?
Of all places.
I mean, for those of you who are in Idaho, I'm sure your country,
I'm very sorry.
I'm sure your state is magnificent. You are brilliant people, and I'm sure you are fantastic. And everything about Idaho is fantastic and amazing, brilliant.
I think the only thing about Idaho is the potatoes, and that's it.
Yeah. But why?
We respect Idaho potatoes.
Why would that be the reason why they start off the movie by going to moving to Idaho because it's what their mum wanted? Like, could be a bit more explanation. What's so special about Idaho? What's the main significance? Even literally 5 sentences that just go, this is why it's so important to mum. This is where it goes. This is why we need to move here. Right, there we go. That makes more sense. Right, let's move on to the rest of the film. I love the fact Jennifer Coolidge as well as the Vice Principal Marlene, I think it was.
When I saw it was her, I was like, oh, that's Joey's like agent from Joey from Friends, but the show Joey. I was like, oh, I know her. I love her. She's funny.
Everybody our age knows exactly who she is and what she represents, but I'm not gonna say it here because we're all old enough now. We know what she's most famous for. But what I loved was the fact that she kept bringing up her divorce every fucking chance she got. She's like, yeah, well, it's been hard since the divorce. Nobody asked. But she keeps going on about, and I think that's the running joke to say, well, it's been very hard since my divorce. Okay? I just wanted to know if you want to take an order or whatever.
Yeah.
And I loved that entire thing. I thought it was a bit weird of how they got themselves into the Minecraft world.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that right at the beginning it was a case of, like he was saying, like he was holding on to the cube and getting dragged into the overway. He goes, let go of the cube. He's like, it's taking me in. It's like, kid, just listen to your sister. If something's moving, like dragging across some ethereal power, trust me, my first instinct isn't going to be, I must hold on to this for dear life. My first instinct would be, nope.
Nope, I'm done. Movie ends. Credits.
I'm gonna follow it from a distance.
Yeah, good idea.
But like Jack Black, when he gets into it, and the fact that he starts getting into the overworld, starts this whole building things and everything else, I think that's a nice little nod to say this is exactly what everybody does when they first start in Minecraft. You do the little basics like that.
Yeah.
It's the next time we see him. That's when I think the plot decides to take a detour and fly off the railings, because it's a case of, what was it, that pig, that Malgosha, that's the one, the pig lady.
Yes, Malgosha, that's it. Yes.
Malgosha. Right, I need to bring people there. Steve, I'm going to release you. What? We're gonna, I need you to steal my cube for me. And the fact
of
that
all the people,
the pig's up right next to her as well, going, yes, excellent idea. I just suppose one person just go, this is the bad guy. This is our bad. We're just releasing him. Yes, he's going to go and steal the cube for us. Why? Oh, because we've got his dog collar, so he knows that his. You could probably think his dog is dead. We literally have no leverage over him. What is our leverage? We let him go. He's just gonna fuck off. This is not the Roman times where he will go somewhere, tell him no, and then come back on his own accord. He won't. Yeah. You let him go. He's gone for good. And then halfway through the movies, when she's like, I can't believe you betrayed me, Steve. You say go, me dad going, really? You can't.
Really?
I knew this from day one. The second you came up with this idea, this was going to happen.
He's like, you should have known this.
You are leader of an entire tribe, and you can't trust your enemy. That's war. That is the art of war 101. Don't trust the enemy.
I think a certain politician just should learn about that. Anyway, I ain't saying anything. I'm moving on.
Also, I love but I'll go on to you as well, just for like the middle part.
Yeah.
Again, Jason Momoa and Jack Black both read this script, and they knew a particular scene where they had to basically Jack Black has to ride Jason Momoa.
That freaking part.
That was in the script, and they still agreed to it.
They agreed to it. Freaking, I never thought I would see Jack Black and Jason Momoa 69, but there we go.
That is generally the highlight of that entire film, was seeing them like that.
I'm just like, as soon as I saw that part, I'm like, there's probably art. There's probably art. There's probably art. I'm not going to look at it, but there's probably some people who are just like, I'm making this.
Rule 34 the guys who made Rule 34 had a fucking field day when I saw that scene.
Oh, I bet. I bet. It was like, Jesus Christ, when I saw that, I was like, we're going to have to get tight. It's like, it's okay. I trust you. And I close their legs and all. I'm like, oh, God, why? And I'm thinking, like, this is probably for the adults. This is probably for the adults that don't want to be here but are watching it because their kid wants to watch it. So they got, they got to make some. You gotta make some humor for the adults, so at least the adults will be like, "Okay, that's actually quite funny."
Yeah, 100%.
Although I will say, like Jennifer Coolidge's character, when she accidentally like hits the villager. I think it's called Nitwit. I think their name is, and it's like, "Can I take you out for dinner?" And it's like they go out for dinner and stuff. It's just like, you're so. It's like it seems like you listen to me, and I just feel this connection. And then the waitress comes over and goes, "Are you finished?" "No, I think he's Swedish." Out of all the freaking lines, I'm like, I laughed at that. I'm like, oh my God, I laughed at a freaking. Out of all the things, I'm like, that one got me. So, "Are you finished?" "No, I think he's Swedish." I'm like, God damn it.
Sometimes
that
the
is
stupidest
brilliant.
jokes though are the best.
Oh yeah, that was a stupid joke, and I'm like, all right, that got me. Good job. Yeah. I was like, so freaking funny. So it's like there are parts that that are there for the kids are not going to understand what the hell it means, but the adults are going to be like, okay, that got me.
I think it's the difference though. Like in the middle of the movie, for example, where Garrett basically tells Jack Black so Garrett basically tells Steve, "I need some diamonds because I'm about to fuck up. My store's about to collapse. I need some money." Sorry. And then he finally gets there. He's like, "Yes, the whole reason we took this detour was so that I could get some diamonds." And the kid turns around and just goes, "But I thought I was your friend. How could you betray me like that?" And the kids, fair enough, the kids would be like, "Oh, I can't believe you would betray him like that. That's not cool at all."
Mm-hmm.
Every adult in that section is going, "Excuse me, that guy is about to lose his entire house. If I was in this position, I'd be taking those diamonds." I don't give a shit what the kid thinks.
I kind of got that as well when he did that heartfelt, and I think that's what got me to be like, okay, this is actually an okay, decent movie. Was when Jason Momoa Garrett actually goes and be like, "I'm going to lose my business. I'm going to lose everything. I'm a failure," and that. And it's like, it's a case of like, yeah, Garrett is trying to pretend to be like this big tough guy and go, "I'm great. I'm awesome. I'm the world champion of 1989."
Yeah.
And all that. But it's like deep down, it's like, I am a failure. But I don't want people to see that I'm a failure. But then when that insecurity comes out and it goes like, yeah, I'm doing this for myself, but because I'm struggling. I just went, this is why I like you. Because it is literally just like, I get it. I get it. You got to do what you got to do in order to, survive. Exactly. It's so any adult would understand that. And then, it's just like, and that's the thing. And then Garrett just goes like, I've never had a friend. I've never had any friends. And then, like Henry goes like, like, "You did have a friend." And then it was like, oh.
I'm sorry, kid, you're 12 years old, okay? If we were hanging out outside, the police would get involved very damn fast. We're not friends. At the moment, we are acquaintances.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
In a court of law, I'm an acquaintance, not a friend.
Not a friend. Although I did like the bromance between Garrett and Steve. It became rivalry, and then all of a sudden it was like, they became best friends. I was like, oh, that felt good.
Yeah.
That felt good. But yeah, no, it was like, yeah, seeing that, and then what was it? Oh yeah, the story of like why, is it Malgosha? It's
Malgosha, I think it is. Yeah.
Malgosha. Why she became so sinister and evil is because she wasn't allowed to you know, express her creativity. And then they did a thing called Never's Got Talent. I'm like, oh my
Of course
God, that was cringe. That I was like, I looked and I just went, oh God. All I wanted, I was like, the one thing that I'm very, like, I felt would have been good with that is if they couldn't get him, have someone that sounds like him to do Simon Cowell.
Yes.
Simon Cowell.
Simon Cowell's
now,
a thing.
Gosha, what the hell was that? That is
Worst
a no
performance I've
from
ever
me.
seen.
You absolute disgrace. They should have had that. They honestly should have had like someone that did
Missed
a Simon
out
Cowell voice.
massively for that.
They missed out on that. That's why I was like, oh. But it was kind of like, oh my God, that part. And then also, like when they were trying to like get the orb, and then they were trying to bring out, I have to bring out General Chungus, and then you think it's like this big buff pig, and it just goes, "Hey, what's up? What do you need me to do?" I'm like, oh God, because it's like you do not expect that from like a big buff like enemy. It's just like, hey, so yeah, Steve, sorry, I'm gonna have to like kill you now. Sorry. It's like, oh God.
What a code. It's like it's the male version of bimbos. You know, people. Like,
Oh, himbo.
look,
Himbo.
Himbos, yeah. I think that's exactly what they made him out to be, like a himbo.
A himbo. Yeah. Yeah. Any other parts that took your fancy or was interesting in a way?
I did like I loved all of. Well, one thing, firstly, is like near the end. I loved the whole thing with Malgosha and Steve when she's finally defeated. Come closer. I have to tell you something. Okay, what's up? Ah, clink. Alright, I'm gonna go now. Wait, I'm gonna tell you something. Are you gonna stab me again? No, I promise. Okay. What's up? Stab, cling. You know what? You're stupid. I'm out. I'm done. Wait, I have one more thing. Nope. Look, I'm gonna with it. Sneak attack. Just throws a fucking knife. And to be fair, I was expecting her to like actually stab him and hurt him or something, but I love the fact that actually played it off and be like, nah, I knew exactly what's about to happen because the audience already expects. Don't expect what's gonna happen either. So nope. Alright, I'll give you a second chance. Psh, you know what? Nah, you've had your second chance. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm gone. You are terrible at this.
You are terrible at this.
I'm like, yeah, this is. I just love the fact that it's just the thing. Like, no, come closer. Yeah, it's just like you're gonna do it again. Like, no. It just slaps. It just goes.
Slaps away. Yes, yeah, no chance.
Just no chance. It's like I honestly thought, like there was, and this is a thing where I was like, okay, it was funny, but I thought maybe they were going to go this different route where they were going to have Malgosha, turn face, become more good, because it was like I was thinking when you hear the story of like what Steve said, like Malgosha wanted to show her creativity, she wanted to show her performance, and got shafted because of it, and then she became evil. I was hoping that, Steve was gonna, get Malgosha to like, see the goodness in the world and see the goodness in her and, to express her creativity, so then she can become this great performer. And, you see the story on like what happened. You would think maybe that's what they're going to go for, but they don't. And I'm kind of just thinking like, oh, they just end it just like that. And again, that's another thing, like rushing the start, and then trying to make you feel some sort of sympathy for the enemy, for the bad person, Malgosha, and then they just don't do anything with it. And it's like, okay, what they did was funny, but I kind of would have liked if they, tried to make her, just to try and bring her back into, be creative. Don't give up on yourself. But yeah, apparently they don't do that.
But see, I think this is what we sort of expect now, don't we? Like, look at the previous like Disney movies, for example. All the previous Disney movies have now got the bad guy, or the bad person, as a sort of, oh, well, they're bad. But there's a reason behind it. They're just a misunderstood character. And who could actually save face later on. I'm kind of glad they went down the whole route of, nah, she's evil through and through. I don't care. We're going to give her a tragic backstory. But she's not going to turn away from that. We're just going to basically let her be defeated. And that's it. Game over. Because it generally irritates me now. Movies are trying to humanize and justify the reasons for bad characters, as it were. And there's a few movies in the past that I've noticed, and like remakes, for example, and they'd be like Mufasa. They're trying to make Scar as a sort of anti-hero, as a he's like this because of something that happened in the past, and that's why he's to try and justify him being this is why he's really angry at Mufasa. And it's a case of, I don't care. He's still a dick. Like, I'll tell you what.
No, I get it.
This is the one thing for Disney, and I will put money on this, and I promise you, I will pay up for this if they do it. Make Frollo redeemable. For the Hunchback of Notre Dame, make a movie with Frollo and make him redeemable. I fucking dare you. Just try and redeem that one. Try and redeem that motherfucker. And I generally mean that. Because someone came up previously and just said, like, someone made a story, like, what bad guy do you think could be more redeemable? I was like, tell me a story. When I asked a lot of people this, I said, give me a story, like a Disney story or anything else, when the bad guy is never going to be redeemable. No matter what movie you make in the past, or the future, or sequel, whatever. There be one character who can never be redeemed, or can never be justified for his actions. And Frollo was always the one that came up. Every single person went, yeah, wow. Frollo.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're expecting movies now, to make the bad guys more redeemable. And like you said, maybe it's her creativity, and that's why she lost it. And I was expecting it myself when they would turn around and make her turn to a good guy, or make her good to the pigs. But when they turned around and went, nah, we're not going to follow that story. And I was like, oh, thank God for that. Because I'm sick and tired of enemies being humanized. Make them evil for the sake of making them evil. There's no reason behind it. They're just jerks. There are people in this world who are just jerks.
No, I get it. Now that you mention it, I'm kind of like, okay. No, I get it. I understand now. And no, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly what you say. Because now that you brought back like the Disney thing, where it's like, it's just a misunderstood character, they'll turn good in the end and everything. It's like, well, maybe you don't really want that, and just, they're misunderstood, but they just don't have a way to go back. So
it doesn't justify them having their sort of redemption sort of thing. I'm glad she did, because you didn't do anything really that was redeemable.
True. It's like everything that she did was very sinister. So it was like,
very sinister.
I don't know. I just kind of had like a little bit of had a bit of hope, so to say. Had a little bit of hope, but unfortunately it wasn't the case. And like during then, I was kind of just like, oh, okay, well,
yeah,
it is what it is. But who knows? I mean, they're apparently, with how the ending. Did you see all the way up until the end?
I saw the ending, yeah.
Yeah, so there might be talks of a sequel.
I think
Minecraft movie too.
That's probably why they're doing it, to give themselves a sequel, just in case.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, are we gonna see Malgosha come back as the villain? Like, are we going to see somebody else? Are we going to see, who is it? Is it the Nether Dragon? What's the main boss?
The Ender Dragon, I think it is.
Ender Dragon, that's it. See, you know the Minecraft lore. I don't. I haven't played Minecraft in years. So, but the Ender Dragon.
I don't know the lore, because all I do is I play the Minecraft just for creative mode, and a wee bit of survival. And that's just because me and a mate of mine, Steve, and a mate of mine, Jess as well, both of us, all three of us, play Minecraft just to do creative stuff because all we do is we just literally just build what we want and that's it. We don't really go into the. We used to do the survival mode, but we realised we weren't actually enjoying it as much as we were doing the creative side. So we just moved on to doing creative instead. So there were some bits like the lore and the items in there. But I think it was good as well because there was a lot of Easter eggs in there for Minecraft fans. Like there was one in particular I liked, and I thought it was a nice a nice touch. When they first entered the village, and they're walking through and they're seeing all the villagers, and it's this pig with a crown on top of it.
Yes.
And they turn around and went, "Is he a king?" He went, "No, he's a legend." Sort of thing. So for us, so for me, not really understanding the lore, I thought, that's a bit weird. And then when I went back and looked at about what was so special about it, and you find out it's because of a streamer. I forgot. I'm really
Technoblade.
That's the one. I thought it was Technoblade, but I didn't want to get it wrong. Yeah, but him passing away from cancer back in 2022. But he was such the big Minecraft streamer that they brought him in. His character idol was him as a pig with a crown on top. And that's why they brought it in, just for that. 2 seconds worth of, maybe like 5 seconds worth of screen time. But it was enough for the Minecraft fans to, like, basically for the whole film to be like, yeah, we do appreciate you, here's why. And again, there was a lot of Easter eggs and a lot of things in there that even if you've never been a Minecraft fan, you can kind of tell, like, what's big, what's not. Like the chicken jockey one, for example. Like you said, everyone went nuts with it. I have no idea what a chicken jockey is. I've only just learned in about 5 minutes before we started this. I learned the chicken jockey was just a very rare enemy in Minecraft. But that was
really?
It.
See, I have no idea what chicken jockey was. Also, all I knew about it was I just hear Jack Black go chicken jockey, and I'm like, what the frick is a chicken jockey? Like, is it just a meme for the Minecraft fans? Or, no, it's just a rare enemy.
A very rare enemy, I think, in the Minecraft world. It might be a meme as well, but again, we don't play enough in order for us to really understand the lore. Sonic the Hedgehog and Mario, for example, the Sonic and Mario movies, completely different. We are both absolute nerds. You especially with Sonic, me especially with Mario. So we kind of understand the whole lore, the little Easter eggs hidden and all that stuff. Yeah. But with both of us not being major hardcore Minecraft fans, I guess kind of the stuff missed us a bit. But at the same time, we still know enough to enjoy the movie and for what it was. If you bring someone else to Minecraft, the Minecraft movie, who's never played it, never seen anything about it, I don't think they would have enjoyed it as much. But again,
it's true.
This is why I think this movie is just for the fans. You're right. It's not going to win any awards, like big awards, like a BAFTA or an Oscar. No chance in hell it's going to win any of those. But I don't think they went into that movie thinking, well, we need to make this the best movie ever because we need it to win awards. I think it was literally just a case of, look, the whole Minecraft is a big thing especially for children and teenagers because we grew up, even though we never played as much, we grew up with Minecraft. We knew exactly what it was. So to show a film, to basically say, well, here is Minecraft and here's how I get a movie about it, I think it's really nice, and I think it's nice for the fans as well because Sonic and Mario are the two biggest gaming IPs around. Minecraft is a big one, but how they manage, but you can't really make a movie out of just building stuff, and I think they actually did it quite well, considering what Minecraft is about. I think they generally gave it rights, and it's booming in the box office, so it's clearly doing as well as it is. Well, I've also realised something else. I was saying this to you as well.
Sure.
Jack Black is in the Minecraft movie. He's Bowser in the Super Mario movie.
Yeah.
This Jack Black is essentially going to become the frontal star, the central point of the gaming universe when it comes to gaming tie-in movies. Because I'm expecting now to be in the Sonic movie as fucking Big the Cat. I'm expecting him to turn into Big the Cat
Yeah.
for Sonic 4. I'm expecting him
with Froggy.
I'm expecting him to become King Rohan when it comes to the Legend of Zelda movie. I want, like Stan Lee in the Marvel movies, where he has a little cameo in, that's what we're going to do to Jack Black. We need to get Jack Black in every single gaming movie now, from now on. Because the guy loves it. The guy loves
does.
it. And
He's a gamer.
Gives, and he gives 110% for every single movie he's in when it comes to gaming.
I agree. Like, if they can get him in Sonic 4, that'd be amazing. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if they do a Super Smash Bros. Movie and it's like he's Master Hand or something? Yeah.
No.
And he just does a sing song. I'm the best.
Even better than that. Even better than that. Have them all prisoned or lock them up, and have Bowser, Big, and Steve all next to each other. And he's just singing. He's singing beaches, beaches, and then Steve's next to it. He's lava, chicken. And have with Big the Cat going fishy with my Froggy, sort of thing. And then just have some person walk past going, do you think they sound the same? No? Why? I don't know why. Just when they sound the same. Then walk away. Literally, no one questions why all of them sound the exact same.
Oh my god. You might be onto something here. You might be onto something here. Oh my word. Could you imagine? I mean, as you said, Jack Black gives 110% when it comes to like movie video games. Because as we know, he's a gamer, And well, what I found out was his first acting role was, I forget the name of the game. It was like a jungle game, but it was for the Atari. And then I think he was like 13, 14. And it was just him just talking about, it's all these other actors being like experienced, like had to jump through, had to climb on ropes and jump through like bottomless pits and that. And he was that's how he started acting. He was in a Atari video game advert. It's like, the man loves video games. The man has been brought up to video games. So yeah, for him to be part of all these video game movies, it's like, heck yeah. He was Bowser. He's Steve. He could be someone else for Sonic. He could be in the Legend of Zelda movie. It's possibility. Like, definitely, this man will just do what he can to like make the movie. Probably not the greatest movie, but he'll make it fun and entertaining.
But at the same time as well, video game movies are now back, as in they're doing it fantastically well.
And,
like if
and
you
the
said,
and the reason is like, sorry, I just got to say the reason is because the directors and producers are now the same age as us, who were brought up with video games. Because back in the day, when it was video game movies, it was made by directors and producers who didn't have a clue what they were. But now you've got like these, people that are now, have been brought up playing games. They're going to be like, this is how to portray the character in the movie franchise. This is how to portray it. This is how to make it so the fans will enjoy it and appreciate it. And that's why they're so good now, because the people that are making them are fans also.
And they're also, the movies are pretty good as well. I mean, like it was like years ago, anyone came up and said, "I'll make a video game adaptation for a movie," they would have had absolutely no one to take part. And now, Jim Carrey came out of retirement just to play Robotnik again, because not only did he love the role, but really, it was a sure win. And that's what video game movies seem to be at the moment. There seem to be a sure thing. Yeah, it won't win any major awards, but you'll definitely get your money back on them, as long as you said, like you said correctly, as long as the directors, the actors, and everything else actually know the place and know how it is, then they'll be doing absolutely amazing. It would like as well, Henry Cavill as well, for when he did The Witcher.
Yeah, for the TV show. Yeah,
he was a absolute massive name in the movie business. He did The Witcher not because, well, it's a paycheck, but he played it as well, so he knew exactly. It was like, no. This is how The Witcher is supposed to be like. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. He doesn't do any of this stuff. It's the same with Christ, I forgot his name now. It's really annoying me. The guy who plays Darth Maul in the Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
The Clone Wars cartoon.
Yeah.
The guy knows his shit, and I think it's because he's grown up with them. So he's like, well, actually, no. This is how he would promote. This is how this would work because X, Y, Z, and I know this because I've seen how this works. I've seen the gaming and all that stuff. It's the people who are making these movies now, like the Minecraft movie, they know exactly what's going into it. They know who it's catered for. They're not going for the Hollywood big shots. They're going for the fans. How do you get the fans in there? You basically make a good movie. You make an okay movie if needs be, and chuck it full of Easter eggs and cameos and everything that makes the fans will remember it, and it fucking works.
It's also like The Last of Us, and also Fallout. Like, you know, they're bringing in the Easter eggs, and they're bringing parts from you see in the show, like Last of Us, that scenes in the show are from the game.
Yeah,
like
that's why it work. That's why it's working so well, because the template is there. They're not going off script. They're not trying to do anything different with those games. They're basically giving it to the fans and going, we're going to tell our own story on this one, but the surrounding area, the whole world as it is exactly the same.
Yep, exactly. The huge thing as well, because I remember watching the Fallout show. The Fallout TV show was great. I enjoyed that. And then, you know, at the end, they're in the horizon. There's New Vegas. So season 2, it's going to be New Vegas. And then I think everyone freaked the hell out. I was like, oh shit, here we go.
I want to know if they're taking this place, because I think this is taking place after the events of New Vegas anyway. Because I want to see who they play as the courier. Because I really hope the courier ends up being in the Fallout season 2, just because I think it'd be, like, again, a great sort of cameo for the fans and for all that stuff. Oh, so what's your name? Not really. People just call me the courier. That's him! And there you go.
Who's there?
That's exactly it. And again, Jason Momoa and Jack Black, those are two big names in Hollywood as well. They wouldn't have gone for anything. They wouldn't have gone for any like any other movie really, unless they knew it was actually gonna do well.
Yeah, true. So for them to take this chance and that, and you know, to also allow, like, you know, newer actors. I don't like Henry and Natalie. I've never seen them before. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe sure Natalie's character. Not too sure.
Nah, I'm sure they're in something. I can't for the life of me remember who it was.
I can't for the life of me. But it gives, like, you know, them like the experience to work with top class actors like Jack Black and Jason Momoa. And then we also can't forget Dawn as well. You know, the girl, the woman that was just like, "Hey, I'm welcome to your new home. If you need anything, I'll be there for you." Why do you have like an alpaca in your car? It's just like, it's just my side hustle. It's like, oh my god. Oh,
again,
she was brilliant
again, for kids, ha ha ha. She's got an extra job. Ha ha ha. That's hilarious. Adults, yep. I can see that. I can definitely see that.
I could get that. It's a side hustle. It's to make extra money. Understand? It's like, I think the director and the producers, just everyone on the team would just, like, you know, make it so, like, you know, funny for kids, but for adults, just to be like, I understand what she is doing in terms of, you know, having a petting zoo in her car. Or do these other things. Oh my god. It's just hilarious. Funny stuff. Trying to think, is there anything else that you wanted to go on about with the movie, or?
Not really. My final thought for the movie was, it was okay. It's not gonna be in my top. It's not in my top 20 movies of all time, but it was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. Like you said, I was expecting it to be really bad, and
just why am I watching this sort of thing? But it actually went out. It actually did come out okay, and for the Minecraft fans out there, I think it did give it. I think it justified its existence, and it actually did well to keep to the source material as well. Which, again, some movies they could fall into that trap of wanting to be too different, where they just completely lose the track of the what the source was and how it made the players feel. I think they got the right balance with that one. Not a great movie. It's not going to win awards. They've done their best, and I'll tell you what, they deserve credit for it, personally. And Jack Black just seems to love his video game movies, and I want him in more now. I want him to be the new Stan Lee of the video game movie franchises and universe.
Yeah, I mean, same with me. I mean, like, just to go over a couple more bits. Again, with the part where I said that I almost cried, it was Jack Black singing the Dennis song.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss you, Dennis. It's like,
you're the best thing in the world, Dennis.
Dennis. It's like the song is like cheesy, and I'm like, fair enough. It's just seeing Dennis get very emotional and get very sad, and I'm like, why are you pulling my heartstrings, you bastards? It's like, I don't want to cry in the Minecraft movie. I almost had it because I was like, that was very touching. And then, you know, Steve and Garrett become best friends, and then they're getting told, like, you know, you can always come back. You can always like, you know, come back home. And then he does, and then, you know, like, business is booming in the video game store, you know, like, trying to figure out other things that happened, and, like, you know, everyone's happy, and everyone, like, oh yeah, they make that fighting game. Was it Battle Blocks or something?
Battle Blocks, yeah.
Battle Blocks, or yeah, and it's just like, okay, that's pretty cool. So they make their own video arcade game, and everything's going well, and then. Of course, we can't forget the most amazing cameo to ever appear in a video game. What was the teacher's name? Mr. Gunchy, I think. Yeah, that was the one who divorced the vice principal. It's just like, what was it? Nitwit all of a sudden starts talking. Mr. Gunchy. It's like, oh, it's Matt Berry.
Matt
You were
Berry.
You were terrible for her, and I love her with all of my heart. It's like, or something to that line, and it's just like, I'm like, oh my god, they actually got Matt Berry in it. They got Matt Berry in it, and then Matt Berry just going like, Marlene, I love you. Will you marry me? I'm sure the director was just like, just be authentic Matt Berry.
Matt Berry, here's your script. There's nothing in this script. Exactly. You're basically coming out. Your motivation is you're coming out. You can speak English. Go for it. You're going to propose this. You also love this woman in front of you. Go for it. What, do you know what the script? Nope. Just Matt Berry your way for it.
Matt Berry improvisation. Just go for it. It's like, oh my god. Yeah, like, amazing. Like, just to have Matt Berry in it, I was like, okay, you sold me. This is great.
Although, quickly speaking of cameos, though, they actually got the director, the artist, and the programmer, and a lot of the YouTubers who were famous for doing Minecraft. They actually got them in the movie with little wee cameos.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so I think at the auction scene, like, all the people who were there with Jason Momoa, they were all, a lot of them, I think half of them were all Minecraft streamers.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, again.
I don't even watch Minecraft YouTube streamers. I'm like, oh, I just think they're actors.
Yeah, but a lot of those people in there cameo, a lot of people who stood there, like waiters and like right at the end as well. They're all, a lot of people in there are people who work at Mojang.
Oh wow! Oh Jesus, that's nice. I like that. That's nice that they got some people from like the Mojang Studios to be a part of the movie.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Just get everyone, and especially also, you know, I joke when I said, "Oh, I had no idea who these YouTubers are." Sorry, I'm just a boomer when it comes to like certain YouTubers. But to get like quite a few Minecraft YouTubers into the movie, that's pretty cool. No, I like that. I like that they included, like, you know, they included everyone that helped make Minecraft become this huge entity. So you know, that's wonderful to see. And yeah, no, hats off for that. Was there something else I was gonna? Oh, was there something else? I'm trying to remember. I don't think so. Damn it. Oh, that was it. The auction scene. Like, I like the thing where it's just like, there's an Atari. Oh, what was it? What console? Atari something.
Atari 9930 or something?
No, Atari. Oh God. What was the console? I forget the console. Hang on. Minecraft movie auction scene. Okay. It was something in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look, I just clicked on it and I'm just like, oh, here we go. Dan TTM, Afmal, Mumbo Jumbo, and LD Shadow Lady make cameos as attendees at the auction. There you go. That's pretty cool. Let me just see. Petting Zoo, stage auction. That's it. Atari Cosmos. That's it.
That's the one.
Which I'm clicking on Wikipedia now, was an unreleased product by Atari for the handheld / tabletop electronic game system market. It uses graphic to. Oh, okay. So it is actually a thing. It's just an unreleased product.
Yeah.
So that's probably why he was freaking out about it, because it's like, is an Atari Cosmos in there? It's like, yeah, there's probably an Atari Cosmos. I said, if you can do me this one favor and get this for me, we could be able to hang out. I'll hang out with you. Really? Me with the garbage man? Just two big buffaloes just hanging out with each other? It's like, he's just like, okay. And then Garrett's just like, okay, stop now. What's that?
In bright blue turquoise.
In bright blue turquoise. All right, no, just stop there. Yeah. That was funny. I love that. Uh-oh. James has lost power in his headphones.
Oh, no, I just got the power and it said battery low. I was like, okay, let's get this back on.
Battery low. Shit.
Yep,
it's
now
already
charges
plugged in.
We are charged again.
Yeah. It's just like two big buffaloes just hanging out wearing blue turquoise. No, all right, stop now. That was great. Yeah, that was it. That part I laughed at. Just crazy that he spent like $900 just so he could get himself like an Atari Cosmos, and there was nothing in there. All it was the orb, and that was it.
I mean, he got a lot of diamonds out of it, so I think he's done well with it, actually.
I think he has done very well on that. So, but yeah. Anyway, final thoughts, James. Minecraft movie. How do you feel?
Minecraft movie. I'd say I'm gonna give it a yay, but a very meh yay. So about in the whole thing, it's about there.
Okay, fair enough. And yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm gonna say it's a little bit more. I'm gonna say it's a little bit more. It did, I was expecting the worst. It was okay. I enjoyed it. Gave me a laugh. Got very emotional. It's nice.
It exceeded expectations. Not much, but it's exceeded.
Exceeded, definitely. Definitely felt a lot for Garrett. Just kind of getting how he felt with everything, and just to see him succeed, it was like, good for him. Good for him, And not the greatest movie, but entertaining nonetheless. And I thought it was very fun.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Well, that's the first part done. So we're going to get us, as we normally do, we're going to take ourselves just a little break, get ourselves ready for part numero dos of the show. But while we're getting ourselves sorted, feel free to check out this month's content creator of the month. See what they are, who they are, what they do, and see some little snippets here and there. I'm not editing that. No, sorry, James.
You have to now.
No, I'm not. I'm going to be lazy. I'm not going to do that. Nice try. But we'll see you in a bit. Enjoy the Content Creator of the Month segment. And in part 2, where we're on this month, will be coming very soon. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Sky Blue Arts, aka Serena. I do art and animation, and when I'm not doing that, I do this. Get to work! Do your job, police! Wither like the others. Oh! I'm blasting.
But I love blast. I love that. Wait, hold on, that sounds wrong.
No kidding.
Oh, jeez, there's a ghost.
Oh my God, there is a ghost!
Yeah.
There is? Oh my God, there is! They're busting to the fuckers! I'm out of here. Stop this. I quit.
And yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That was Sky Blue Art, who is our content creator of the month. So be sure to check out her fantastic array of varieties. And with her being an artist and animator, you might even learn a few things as well about how brilliant she is. So once again, that's Sky Blue Arts. Check out her profile and give her the love that she so thoroughly deserves from us. And that is that. So now we're into the last wee bit of our one. This one is basically our little segment we like to call This Day in Gaming History, or month, because we're not going to be able to cover all of that in just one day. So
Yeah,
basically,
no, definitely not.
So if you've never seen this before, ladies and gentlemen, what happens is myself and Andy, we have gone to a website and we found out what games have released during this time of May. And this could be from 30 years ago up to last year. We're going to pick 2 of those games and we're going to give a quick brief about how we felt about those particular games themselves. Might be a little bit different because I know one of these games, he definitely knows very well. And I want to see his reaction to it as well.
Okay, well, if that's the case then, James, I don't know which game you're talking about.
Well, we're about to find out, aren't we? So, do you want to go first, or
Yeah.
shall I do the... Tell you what, because I introduced it, you can go first.
I could go... Well, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know what this game is, and I'm curious. So even though you introduced it, I'm going to let you go first, because I want to know exactly what game you're talking about.
Okay, so we're going to start off with this game that was released 26 years ago. And it was
Oh,
released
Jesus Christ,
on
it
the
isn't the
29th.
game that I know. I know. This is wrong for me. So
So this isn't the game you thought it was going to be.
no.
Buddy, this is much, much, much worse.
Oh,
So,
shit.
ladies and gentlemen, this game was released 26 years ago. 26 years ago? No, that's definitely 35 years ago. No, it is 26. My apologies, Adrian. This game was released 26 years ago on the 29th of May, 1999. It was released for the Nintendo 64 and became a very famous game indeed for that particular, not just for that particular console, but for the whole gaming community. This game is something Andy played once on his stream as a punishment. This game is without doubt one of the worst games ever created in the entirety of gaming history. We're not talking about
I know
E.T.
what it is.
We're not talking about E.T. We're not talking about anything else apart from this one particular game that was released on the Nintendo 64.
I think I know what it is now.
This game is very infamous. Part of its DC, as part of the DC superhero range, it is, of course, Superman. The new Superman Adventures.
Oh God, I didn't even see that game. I didn't even see it on the list.
It was literally one of the first pages I looked at.
Was it? I didn't even see it. You mean like on day one, like May 1st or something?
Nope. You went straight to the 1st of May. I started on today's date.
It wasn't today. It's not today, is it? It's not his birthday.
It is.
It's
26th
it's Superman
birthday.
64's birthday today, May 29th.
And I will prove this to you right now. I'm gonna be.
God.
I am actually. Let me just do this very, very quickly.
Oh God. Well, you got a game for me. I've got a game for you then.
Oh, have you now?
Play it more. Yeah, because you play it more than me.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So
I know it's kind of fitting, honestly.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
And there we go. I've just sent it to Andy over Discord. There it is. This day in gaming, May 29th. Superman, the new Superman Adventures. It's celebrating its 26th birthday today.
Holy fucking shit. I skimmed past that. I honestly... Oh, there's a game on there. Oh my God, I didn't even notice that. Oh my God, there's a game there on that list, which we'll probably talk about for next May's edition. We won't go into that.
So, I have been very lucky to never actually play Superman, the Superman Adventures. Mostly because I've got stuff to tell you, mate. I never had the opportunity to have an N64. I had PlayStation and PlayStation 2 at the time. But this gentleman right here definitely played it. So I'm going to let him take this next spiel because he knows this game better than I do. I know how infamous it is. He knows just how bad it is. So, Andy, the floor is yours. Please explain to everyone, what is Superman, the Superman Adventures for the Nintendo 64? And is it bad as everyone keeps claiming it to be?
It is a piece of hot garbage. And yes, if people say this game is bad, it's terrible. Take it from me that has had to freaking complete this game from start to finish.
When did you complete it? Was it a punishment? Or was it like a charity event, wasn't it?
No, it was... So back in the day, before I had just some Andy, I had a different account called the British Andy. Because I used to be patriotic with my British heritage. Now I'm like, fuck that shit.
That's fine. You still got a British passport, so be on patriotic.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know. It's only because I could get into the country quick and easy, so I can see family. If anything, I support more. If anything, I support more of my Scottish heritage more than anything now.
Oh, yeah, so do I, but that's because I'm married to a Scottish woman.
I mean, fair enough. I'm a quarter Scottish, so I'm just like, I support more than that than my English heritage. But anyway, moving on. I every 50 streams, or when it gets to it, I did a voting poll to be like, vote for what game you want me to play on my 50th stream milestone. And this was for the 100th stream milestone. So after stream 50, it was getting to there. And people pick games, and I would randomly pick 5 games from the list. And then it would go into a voting poll, and people would vote for it. And Superman 64 was a game that got randomly picked. And it won by a huge freaking margin.
And you wonder why it won. It was horrendously bad. Of course, you gave that option. Of course people were going to make you play it.
Well, like I wasn't gonna. I couldn't veto anything. If I vetoed it, then everyone would be like, "You vetoed this. You're terrible." Blah blah blah. People would get mad. People would have got mad at me because I vetoed Superman 64. So I'm like, fine, all right. You want to see me suffer? Here it is. Pick which game. And then yeah, they all picked Superman 64. And then that came through with the classical meme that had happened to me, which is Lex wins. Which I will show a little bit on the video part, but for people listening to this in the audio, here's what happened. I completed the first level of Superman 64, and I was so over the moon because I'm like, I've never beaten the first level of Superman 64. I think the vast majority of people probably gave up on level 1 because it's so broken. But I got through to level 2, and that level was a mother to beat. But I eventually did it. and I was on such little health, like this much health, pretty much when going through that. And it said Superman wins, and I'm like, yes, I did it, I win. We've got an hour to go. We'll see how far we can get in the game. Loads of people in the chat were telling me, save the game, hit start, save quick, because they knew what was coming. But me, I had no freaking clue. So I'm like, yay, I did it. I beat level 2 of Superman 64. There are enemies still flying around. The object is to freeze the bombs in order to stop them from exploding and destroying the city. So you do that, but the enemies are still flying around and they're throwing bombs at you. So they're still flying around, even on the thing that says Superman wins. A bomb hits Superman when I'm in the you win phase, the you win screen. Superman dies. It then changes from Superman wins to Lex wins. Even when I beat the game, I was shocked. I was like, what in the hell just happened? I was hoping that nothing changed. I hit the start button and it brought me back to the beginning of level 2. And not only that, the game soft locked. And I had to turn it back on again. Luckily, my save file was not corrupted, so that was a relief. But I had to do all of level 2 again because of that load of bollocks.
Is that where the Lex wins thing came from?
What?
That whole
the Lex wins meme. Yeah, that's how it started.
That's how it started. I've been reading for ages, wondering how that started.
Well, because I did a thing where every time I lose, I had a Lex wins counter. So I did, okay, Lex wins 1, 2. But it fully kicked off when that happened. When I beat level 2 and then the game just kills Superman anyway and it changes from Superman wins to Lex wins, that's when the meme was born. And even after not deleting my British Andy account and having just some Andy, there are people that still remember that to that day and still remind me on it. And I'm like, yeah, thanks. Great. And I still have the clip. So I'll be posting it up on my social media sometime soon. I'm not sure when. I don't want to, but sometime soon.
Sometime we'll get around to it and I could bring myself to open it up.
Pretty much, yeah. But if people were telling you that this game is trash, yes, it is trash. It is 100% garbage. Like, never play. Don't, even if, as a way of punishment, please don't do it. I'm a professional. I'm a professional in suffering, in putting myself to suffer, just so others don't have to do it. Hear this from this professional masochist. I say. God damn it, James.
I didn't say anything.
Say this. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just play something else. Play a different Superman game. Just do not play Superman 64. You will literally have a bad time. I completed the game, but stupidly enough, I completed it in normal mode. You know what it told me? Oh, to get the full ending, play in Superman mode. And I was like, fuck that. I don't want to do that. So I do have it in my collection. I haven't got rid of it. I mean, you know, I have to buy all the bad games anyway. So yes, I still have Superman 64. I don't want to play it ever again, and it's probably going to happen. And if it does, at least you get to see it in crisp, clean HD because of the HDMI mod I got for my N64.
I wonder if they ever release it to the N64 online. That'd be hilarious.
No, it will never happen. You know, fun fact, they actually were going to make a PS1 version of the game.
Oh, it would have worked better.
Maybe. And there was going to be an underwater level where Superman was going to be wearing like a scuba diver outfit. But because of how bad the N64 version was, Titus stopped developing that. And I think that was the last game that Titus ever made because they ceased to exist after that, I think. I'm not too sure. But yeah,
I mean, if you're
trash.
If you're gonna go out, you might as well go out with the worst game ever created.
You might as well go out with a bang by playing that trashy game. So yeah, never again. I say never again. It's probably gonna happen again, but I so hope it doesn't.
God, I hope it does. I really hope it does.
God damn you, James. God damn. You just like to see me suffer all the time, don't you?
So do you.
What?
You like? So do you. You love it.
What? To see me suffer or to see you suffer?
Yes.
If it's to see you suffer, then yes, because...
Oh, there we go.
Because that's how best friends support each other.
Yes, we do.
Well, there you go. There's your game
Yep.
that you've given me. Let me give a game to you.
Okay.
I say it's ironic because we were talking about it as our main
Ooh.
topic.
Really?
In this month, Minecraft was created.
Oh, of course it was.
Yeah. Let me go back. Let me just try and see if I can remember which bloody date it was.
To be fair, that would make sense why the Minecraft movie was released. This month.
Yeah, I know.
That
I
makes
think
a lot
it
more
was
sense
like-
now.
Yeah. Pretty much. It was like in the early part of the month. I feel like okay, yeah, so this was way before. Yeah, here we go. It was released on May 10th, 2009.
May 10th.
May 10th, 16 years ago, was when Minecraft... It's fitting, actually. We went to watch the Minecraft movie this month, and this month is when Minecraft was created. So, I mean, I remember back in the day when I actually played Minecraft. I mean, I played Minecraft, you know, when it first came out, and it was just mainly just, you know, sandbox building and everything. And, you know, back then it was fun. I did enjoy it, but I've since been off the bandwagon, so to say. Because my attention span when it comes to playing certain games kind of dips off if there's no progress.
Yeah.
And it happened to me. But I know that for you, James, I know that, you know, I mean, compared to both of us, you've played Minecraft more. So you kind of know the gist of like how things have worked and how things have probably improved or, you know, have gotten better or have gotten worse over the years during updates. So I'm passing it over to you. How do you feel about Minecraft and when you used to play it and play it nowadays? What's worked? What hasn't? Do you think nowadays Minecraft still holds up?
Yeah, I think Minecraft still holds up for the very reason why it worked in the first place. It's the whole creative side of things of Minecraft. I've seen people create literally everything and anything in Minecraft. It takes a hell of a long time. I'll grant you that. But my God, there's some creative people out there, and especially since they keep bringing out updates for it as well, which is great as well, because you don't want a game to get stale and just die out after a few days or a few months. So if you can keep a game going and bring out a movie after 16 years? You said 2009?
Yeah, 2009.
If you can bring a game out for almost 19 years or so, one of those time frames, 20 years ago. Let's say 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Easy.
Say 20 years. Yeah.
If you can bring out a game 20 years ago and people are still playing it to this day, you know you've created something really well. It's the same with like the Creator Stardew Valley as well. The people who make it are updating it regularly. They're adding more stuff to it. They're trying to keep people still interested, but also change the dynamics a wee bit as well. Like all like different items, different ways to play, and all that. And as I was saying, there's a few people I've seen on YouTube that have created like YouTube Shorts. Someone's created the whole of Middle Earth in fucking Minecraft. And what I mean by that is they've created the Shire. They've created Rivendell. They've created Mordor, Minas Tirith. Basically, all the major parts of it, they've created. And not only have they just done that, they've actually added a route as well. And basically saying, here's where Frodo and Sam this is their route that they took to destroy the One Ring.
Jesus.
And that is dedication to the course. And the fact that people have completed it, and it took them like 5 or 6 years to complete it fully, and now they just give it out to everyone. No one's paid them to do it. They did it themselves because of just how much they loved the craft. And I love the creative side of things. I utterly adore it. Because you can just create whatever the hell you want. There's no limits. There's no case of you can't build this because of X, Y, Z. You can't build this because it's not going to work or anything like that. It's literally a case of, there's your world, go out, do whatever the hell you want. And that is the beauty with Minecraft, is you're creating a place, unlike other sandbox games, where you've got mission after mission, the same side quests all the bloody time. For Minecraft, it's literally like the way Minecraft works, I would say, is like Breath of the Wild. And what I mean by that is, by the way, the big bad boss is somewhere over there. Okay, how do I get to it? I don't know. Go for it. Figure it out yourself. Off you go. I'll go for lunch. And off it goes.
Yeah.
Not essentially in that way, but you have to learn, like, it doesn't give you guidance on, like, oh, in order to access this, you need to be able to do this. And like little tasking. It basically just says, go for it. Do what you want. Enjoy yourself. See how long you can survive. Can you survive in this sort of realm? And it clearly works, because again, 20 years down the line, not only are we still talking about it, it's still a mass gathering of it. And what I love as well is Minecraft is being used as educational purposes as well. There's plenty of people around the world who use Minecraft as an education tool. And that's when you know you've got something amazing, when the education system likes to not really enjoy games as much because they don't feel like the purpose of it. But the fact that they're using Minecraft to teach stuff, to use it as a teaching tool, I think is brilliant. And I think it's the best way for people to learn as well. Because not only could they just go off, like, see it happening as well, but then they could go on their computer. It may interest them to go, I want to try it out for myself. So they download Minecraft, they look at that, and then they could explore it themselves and do whatever the hell they want. And it's brilliant. So I would say I'm surprised. I'm surprised it's 20 years old. I thought it was a lot younger than that. But I can see why it's continued. I can see why it's gaining popularity, and I think we will be 50, 60 years old. So in 30 years' time, for example, we'll still be talking about Minecraft. I think. And I really hope we do.
We'll see. I'm sure. Like, that's going to be one of the games that's still going to be, like, alive to this, like, 35 years down the line.
Yeah.
You know, because it's just how much love. I mean, it's like, you know, like with some games where it's like they get made and they become popular, and then after, like, say 5-10 years, it's just like, you know, still there, but it hasn't been given, like, a ton of love or anything. Like, you know, still someone's car alarm's going on.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on?
I think it should beep.
My car.
Is that an actual car alarm? I thought it was like some beeping the whole lot.
No, it is a car alarm, and I was getting worried. I was like, was that my car alarm? No, it's gone off now. It's done. I was like, oh shit, do I have to go and turn it off? But no, we're good. We're good. What I was saying.
The next episode, next month's episode will be finding Andy's car.
Dude, where's my car? But yeah, no, going back to like, you know, there's games out there that are still available. You can still play them online, but the developers have just decided to be like, nah, we're done.
This is going too much for him, ladies and gentlemen.
It's all too much.
What the hell just fell over?
It's a freaking stand.
Well, it's not standing anymore, is it?
Shut up. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, God. As I was saying, most developers don't give love to their games anymore, even though they're still around. You're still able to play them online and stuff. But I feel like with Minecraft, 16, 20 years, how old it is, it's still been given major love. And I think, maybe 30, 35 years down the line, it's still going to get given a ton of love. And we're just going to see it flourish even more. I feel like it's not even just creating as well, because I've seen you've got like a story mode, you've got the creative sandbox mode, but you've also got online. Like I've seen friends who have streamed it where they've played like hide and seek. So you go into a server where there's other players, and it's all done up where it's like you can play hide and seek with other people. You can play murder with other people. You can do all these games, and I'm like, what? Hold on. There's like this ecosystem of games that you can play with other people online inside Minecraft. It's just wild to see, and I would love to jump into that one day. It's just honestly the possibilities are endless, and I think if Mojang and continue to provide love and support for and how well the Minecraft movie has done, I think we're definitely going to see this continue. We might see some new things come available for Minecraft the game. So who knows? Possibilities are endless.
It wouldn't surprise me because there's a few things that happen in Minecraft that aren't actually in it. I've heard. I think that the creators have just made up their own creative differences and added stuff that isn't actually in Minecraft. I would not be surprised, given a couple of months' time, if that becomes a regular feature in Minecraft itself.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. You just don't know, right? So have to wait and see. What new creative stuff are gonna become available for the game.
Yep. So so that's your first choice. That's your first choice, Dan.
Yes. I will now pass it over to you for your second choice.
So this is my second choice for me. Andy, I don't think has ever played it, but this game was released about 11 years ago on the 19th of May 2014. It is one of if not, it's probably the game that I remember that I've played, and I still play it to this day for the story. The story is without doubt the best story I've ever played in a game, which is kind of ironic considering it should just be the very simple things, and that is you kill Nazis. But the story, the way it emphasizes and the way it opens up into the world absolutely blew my mind. And I think it is generally one of the best games out there. And for those of you who probably don't know about it now, it was part of a new trilogy, which I think this one actually was brilliant. The second one was okay. Wasn't going to peak as the first one. But the third one destroyed it, and it still angers me to this day how they managed to destroy this series, because they were doing so bloody well with it. But for now, we're going to talk about the first game of the series itself, which, if you haven't guessed right now, on May 19th in 2014, Wolfenstein: The New Order was released.
New Order? Oh boy. Yeah, I haven't played a Wolfenstein game in a very, very long time. I think the last time I played it was Wolfenstein Enemy Territory, the online game.
Yeah.
That's the last time I played a Wolfenstein game. So, it's been a while.
Yeah. So I absolutely adored it from playing right from the beginning, for the first part all the way to the end. And I've played through 15, 16 different times, and the story still gets me, and I still love it. And I love it because it's got my little thing of an alternate reality. And anyone else who's never played it, the very first thing it tells you, so you start the new game up, it says, get ready. And then it cuts in straight into it, and you see BJ Blazkowicz basically thinking to himself. And you start hearing this man's emotional state. And it is basically, he's at breaking point. And there's no big sort of ceremony about it. You just hear him talking to himself about his dreams and hopes. and then the game actually starts, and you just look around. You're in this cockpit as you're flying past, and there's no big major deal about it, but the date comes up, and it's June 6th, 1946.
Oh,
And
okay.
and straight away you're thinking. Now I'm not really great with history, but I'm sure that's not right. 6th of June, 1946. You're thinking,
Yep.
that's not right at all. And then it starts, and as the whole chaos starts off, you then realise what's happening, and you're like, what the hell's going on? And as you're fighting these Germans, you're hearing like the radio contact in the background. And it's not giving you like the information. It's not like throwing the information at you. You're just hearing it. You're catching it. And on one of them, it's literally a case of we're losing men. We've got to pull out. And all you hear in the radio is like negative. We're telling you this now. We can't pull out. You've got to keep going. If we lose this, we lose the war. That's it. This is our last shot. And you're like, hold on, what the hell's happening?
Yeah.
And then you get into the story itself, and it's Wolfenstein bullshit. All right, and the way I say that is, you will fight all the way from 1946, and you will fight the Germans and all that stuff, and then stuff happens. Not massive spoiler. You end up fighting Nazis on the moon. Which just seems like the biggest jump in the world. Like you all of a sudden find Nazis on the moon. But then you just you kind of just playing it. You're feeling like, I'm on the moon now. Oh shit, I'm on the moon. Again, the whole story is just incredible. It pulls you in, it drags you in. And during the entire game itself, you're hearing Blazkowicz's inner thoughts. And you realize just how broken this man is. How he's had enough. And like you normally see like in other games like Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, and all that stuff. You see the good guys are like, yeah, we're gonna fantastic, we're gonna win this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna be amazing. And then you listen to BJ Blazkowicz, and you feel sorry for the man. You're like, my God, man, I genuinely just want to give you a hug because you're going through a lot of shit. Like really, really bad. And you're just hearing him going in about like hearing fighting his own demons and his own thoughts, and you just think you actually empathise with him. You feel so sorry for him about what he's going through. Whilst, you're splitting open Nazi skulls and you're still feeling sorry for the man. You're like, I feel so sorry for him. I feel so sorry. I hope he gets okay. I mean, one of these days it will all be okay. Bang! And like I say, I've had the game now on Steam. I've had it on Steam Deck as well, and I've been playing it. It's still in one of my. I've got like 63 hours into playing it, and that's just running through the whole story again and again and again and again. And actually, for you as well, Andy, I would say if you ever get the chance, play it. I think you would thoroughly enjoy it. It's not a massive like shoot 'em up sort of. It's a first-person shooter, but I think you would generally, and so would everyone else listening and watching this, I think you would generally enjoy the story to this.
I mean, yeah, I've always been fascinated in jumping into the Wolfenstein series. It's just something that I've not really gotten around to. Not because I don't like it. It's literally because I just haven't gotten around to it. I know I need to change that. And I feel like, I do actually want to jump into that series. Because I've seen playthroughs and it looks great. It looks it's messed up, but it looks really fun.
Oh, it's brilliant. There's nothing if you're having a bad day, there's nothing that makes you feel better than just shooting them up. It's just brilliant.
Just shooting some Nazis.
Exactly.
Goodness gracious. No, that's great. Yeah, that is definitely a game series I need to jump into at some point. 100%.
Yeah. And like I said, even if you're, as I've been saying previously on this podcast especially, the graphics can be absolute shite. and the gameplay itself cannot work to a T. Well, give me a good story, and I'll keep coming back to play it. Wolfenstein: The New Order is a classic example for me of that particular thing. Because the graphics are okay, the gameplay's alright, but the fucking story will keep me coming back in for more and more to play again and again and again. And it's still really,
Wow, okay.
it's generally still one of the games I think about when I think good storytelling.
Wow, interesting. Okay, no, that's good to know. No, thank you for diving us into the world of Wolfenstein. With that, indeed, yeah. Right, my game, totally complete opposite of Wolfenstein. This is a hidden gem. Actually, this is a hidden gem. I played it once, and I want to play it again because it is honestly really, really fun. A very enjoyable game. If you're into like the classic 80s 90s like driving games, like Outrun or Super Hang On or
Driver.
Top Gear, not
Or Driver.
Not Driver. No, it's not that type of game. But
Okay.
Top Gear, not the TV show. There was a video game called Top Gear. It was something completely different to the BBC show. It was actually. But you know what Outrun is, James. You know that style of game where you're driving.
I love Outrun.
You're driving like this, and the road's going, and it sometimes turns to the right. You go there. Sometimes turns to the left. It's kind of like those games. And this is I think it's a wonderful tribute to that style of racing games. In the next gen, something that I definitely think that everyone should give a go on. It's called Horizon Chase Turbo. Came out on May 15th, 2018. I played this I played this 5 years ago. It's honestly a brilliant game, and it is kind of like what the games were: Outrun, Super Hang On, Top Gear. Like all those racing games. It's kind of like that, but in the next gen format. And oh my god. It looks gorgeous with how the graphics are. It plays well. It's music's great. It's adrenaline pumping. For me, I feel like it's adrenaline pumping. It's very enjoyable. So yeah, it is kind of like a thing where you're racing, but it's actually, so what it is you're racing through specific courses. It's not like like what the original games were, where it's like you go from start to finish, you pick the routes and you go. I from what I remember playing it as, it didn't have that. It might have a mode for that, but I just remember like going through, unlocking the courses, trying to get the gold cups, unlock like certain items to help with completing through each level, and it adds a lot of like the original style to how the games were back in the day, and adding it to here for the next generation of gamers. And I feel like it's a really awesome fitting tribute to how how a genre of games were back in the day. And again, played this, I want to play it again. There's nothing really else more to say. It's just a simple game, and I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing. Simple can be really good, and it is a simple arcade style racing game, inspired by the 16-bit era of games. And yeah, I mean, it was it did come out in 2015, like originally as a Horizon Chase, and that was only for like from what I see is just phones. But then they brought out Horizon Chase Turbo, which is like the first game that they had for the phones and tablets, but it's now for consoles. And honestly, brilliant. Love it. Fantastic. And, I definitely would like to get my hands on it again. Well, I've already got my hands on it. I've already got it on Steam. But I mean, like, get my hands and play it again. It's honestly a fitting tribute, a wonderful game, gorgeous to look at, and just very fun. Just a very casual, fun game to play. No online, no nothing. It's just your standard, like, just simple racing game that you can play for hours on end.
It's one of those games, isn't it, where you just want to pick up and just play. As you just jump straight into it as well. Like the old style FIFA games, for example. It's not a case of like nowadays we have to train the manager and train the players and make sure they all get their training. It's literally a case of kick off. Roger, let's go. Same for the
exactly.
But the Outlast game as well.
Yeah, it is pretty much like that. Like as I said before, I've been playing like old school FIFA games. Like I've been playing FIFA 06. Like I play manager mode, and there is ways you can, you can improve this, improve that, but it's very simple. And it's like you can put players, who are out of position. You can put players who are in their specific position into different positions that they don't normally play as, and they still play as if normal. It doesn't bring down their overall or anything. It's just like, no, I want you to play, like for example, Portsmouth. I'm doing a manager mode for Portsmouth.
Shocker.
Yeah, I know, shocker, isn't it? But I have one of our players, Matt Taylor, good old Matty Taylor. And he is a left wing back. He's pretty much like in the defense. But what I do is I like to put him in left midfield because he's good in defense, but he's good in midfield and he can score goals. And that's what I do. And that doesn't hinder his overall or anything like that. It's just simple. Like as you said, now with the next gen FIFA stuff, it's like it is full on simulation. Like, this is what you would be if you were a manager, which is fun. I like, but if you just want like a simple game to play, you just play the old school stuff. And this is kind of what it is. You have like the racing games now, which kind of want to get into like the arcadey style, but there's just so much things you have to, you got to add this to this and do this if you want to increase your speed and acceleration. And it's like, if you want good drifting, you need to add that, and you have to do all this stuff. And it yes, some people can find it enjoyable. I mean, I like the customizing aspects of games, but it can be very, dwindling and can get a little bit tedious in some ways. So, just having something so simple as like Horizon Chase Turbo, where you can just pick up a controller, pick a level, race. That's it. And you get items on the floor. You can get fuel. You can get turbocharge, like in order to keep going. It's just a fun little game to play. And I'm definitely looking forward to jumping back into it at some point. I'm not sure when though, but it's definitely on my list of games that I want to play again.
That does sound pretty good. I think this should be one of our things where we just go and, might be an idea actually, replay the games that we've been saying, we want to play for ages, but we never found time to. That might be an idea for the beginning of our next episode. Play the game that we've chosen, and then, if we can, I mean, like something like you say, we have not played. Play the game, and we go back and just remind ourselves, oh yeah, we did actually play it. Do I still feel the same, or do I feel different about it?
Yeah, I kind of like that idea. Yeah, we can think of that. We could do like a little like review segment, and then we go into our on this month of gaming after that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, we'll think of that. So you're going to play Wolfenstein then, aren't you?
I have gone back to Wolfenstein. Yes, I am.
All right. Well, I'll get back into playing Horizon Chase Turbo.
That sounds perfect, actually.
Epic stuff. Fantastic. Well, that's it. That's pretty much it.
That's us done and dusted for another podcast episode. Woo!
Yeah, great stuff. Yeah, well, apologies for it being very, very late. It's just, as what is with being adults, life happens and life sucks.
And also us just saying, right, I'm going to do this. Let's do it. And you just end up dying and dead and all that stuff.
Yeah, that as well. Because, our bodies are not as
young
great as
they
they used to be. Yeah, pretty much. Where we could like take care of anything, and now we're in our 30s. It's like bodies like you're breaking down.
The body back then, my body was like, yes, fantastic. I am fantastic, 100%. That's for damn sure indeed. And nowadays, it's like, oh, it's gonna cost you to fix that.
Yeah. Oh, you got a dink in your shoulder. Oh, yeah. It's gonna cost you a bit of bob.
Especially your knees going, and
God, don't remind me. Don't remind me. With my parents, every time whenever my knees like, click and stuff like that, and they just say, if you do that, your knees are you're gonna damage your knees and you're gonna get this and that, and I'm like, whatever. And now I'm like, I hate my child self. My knees. It's the bloody worst.
It really is.
Yes. But that is it. That is it for another episode of Games Innit Podcast. We hope you enjoyed yourselves as we go through a little bit of an in-depth review on the Minecraft movie, as well as talk about Minecraft itself, because it
was released this month.
16 years ago. Yeah, crazy. It was 16 years ago this month when it first came out. So we hope you enjoyed that. James, if people want to get to know you a bit more and find out where you are, where can they find you on the interwebs?
So on the interwebs, I am actually live on the James of All Games on my Twitch account, which is right here. And also, I would say about my Twitter feeds, but I've not actually done them for ages, so I won't bother. But I will be getting back into streaming as much as I can. Like I said, it's been a while, and need to get myself into it properly. But once I get on it, give me a follow. And you'll be able to notice when I get back online, and hopefully I'll be playing your favourite games.
Nice. And yeah, there for me, the same thing. You can follow me on Twitch. Do a lot of variety stuff. I've been on a bit of a hiatus because I just had a lot of stuff to do, but hopefully I'm going to get back on June 1st. I'll be playing some games, so that should be fun. And you can follow me on other places like Blue Sky, Facebook, even though I don't post on Facebook, but eventually I'm going to for updates and stuff. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, post a lot of stuff there with the content. And yeah, if you want to keep up to date, I'm on Blue Sky as well at t621.net. That's TEA621.net. And if you want to keep up to date with what I get up to, you can check me out there. But yeah, that's where I am on the social medias, just some Andy. Feel free to come by if you want to.
So I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's listened and watched us for this episode. We hope you have enjoyed yourself. I want to say a massive thank you as well to Just Mandy for joining us and getting us all organised. So I do appreciate it.
Yeah, same to you as well. Thank you, James, for always coming by and just having a laugh with me. It's always been a blast.
It's
always having a good time doing this show with you.
It's fantastic.
Absolutely.
I might even say this may be the best podcast in the world.
Hopefully. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. I don't know when. We'll give it 10 years.
20 tops.
20 tops. Yeah, 10 years minimum, 20 tops. There you go. Goodness. But yes, as I say, thank you all of you for coming by, tuning in. We hope you had a really wonderful time listening to us babble on about the Minecraft movie. Until the next episode, have a very good rest of the day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe. Much love. Speak to you all very, very soon. Take care. See you next time.
And from me, this is the James of All Games signing off, saying cheery bye. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for stopping by.